Alright, I believe I am live. Huh, Twitch thinks that Noby Noby Boy is a sports game. That's a very strange designation, but alright. Whatever you say. Let's see here. Just making sure everything's set up here. Guess I'm gonna wanna... Well, actually no, I'm gonna have to sit here anyways. So I don't need to make chat bigger. Okay. I don't know if I need to see this. That's where it gets... Oh, even that's not in the way. Okay. So I'll do this. Alright. Welcome. Happy 420. I figured what better way to celebrate than everyone's favorite thing, data entry. Not for real. Noby Noby Boy is a really cool game that not a lot of people really know that much about. And one of the things that I wanted to accomplish with this stream was to have a little bit more information about the game out there. Mainly, as you can tell by the title, the results of the leaderboards, which are basically set in stone at this point. Like, you can still submit meters to girl, but you're not going to be able to really affect your rankings much past that point. I don't expect that the top 50 will change, is basically what I'm saying. And those are the ones that I'm going to be recording tonight. Yeah, like, there's no telling how long the servers for this game are even going to be active and, like, reachable. So I figured the sooner the better for capturing this data here. Especially because the game was delisted a couple years ago. Like, you can't even buy it anymore. It's a girl in the background. Basically, if you're not aware, the premise of the game is that you are this little snake guy, Noby Noby Boy, and you can just kind of do whatever. You can eat stuff, mainly, and poop stuff. Your two sticks control your two little nodes here. You can contract and stretch. It's a dedicated poop button. And basically, for the most part, this is just a toy. This isn't really a game, except for there is one sort of gamified aspect of it, and that was Noby Noby Girl in the background. Basically, whenever you play, you like stretch around, and all those little hearts that you see on the ground, that's basically what it's counting, I'm pretty sure. Either that or no, it's the amount stretched. I feel like the hearts had something to do with it too. Anyways. So it's counting the amount of meters that you've stretched. And see, right now I have about 3,000 meters banked. And what I can do is I can go report that length to Noby Girl. I'll show you what that looks like. Noby Girl is found up here. Report length to girl. Let's do it. Why not? So that's how it works. You can still do it. and it'll feed your little hearts to girl. And then she'll stretch a little bit. Feed me more whenever you can. Oh, I guess she doesn't even stretch anymore because she's already reached the goal. I wonder when girl will finally stop eating. Oh, that's what I was wondering too, actually. Yeah, and so we were constantly giving stuff to girl. Girl wasn't visible in the background here until we beat the game. Basically, she was stretching to the next planet. So at the start of the game, here, I'll go back to the top again. I think I can just do this. At the start of the game, we only had Earth. And then once girl got to be a certain amount of meters, she got to the moon. Next was Mars, Jupiter, etc., etc. So we had to unlock collectively the content. And it was a cool sort of community effort to get it down. And it took a long time. I have it on the screen here. It took 2,489 days for us to finally finish it. So it came out in, what, 2005 or something? And it was 2015. Yeah, it's pretty nuts. I don't think it was 2005, actually. It must have been a bit later than that. Maybe 2009 or something. Still, it was a many-year effort, basically, to unlock all the content in this game. Actually, let's go visit one. Let's go to Pluto. What's Pluto got going on? And each planet has its own sort of set of objects that can be randomly generated and you can play with. Those other nice little touches, like instead of hearts, you'll have something else when you're stepping around. Here it's circles. No, here it's hollow hearts, I see. Anywho, just wanted to sort of give a little introduction to the game before I started logging all the info. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this game. It's very, like, you'll be discovering things for a long time. Although, I guess I shouldn't say you, since it's not even available for purchase. There may be ways to get it, but you can't buy it. I wish they would change that, or they would like port it or something. It was weird. It wasn't soon after we completed the game that they took it off the stores. I guess for some reason Bandai's position was if you couldn't contribute to the leaderboards, you shouldn't be able to buy it, but I don't know, that's kind of dumb. Because it is primarily a toy, and now that all the content's out, more people can't get it. It seems like a weird choice. So yeah, let's get started with logging the info. And just to show you how many places there are on the leaderboard, not even approximately, this will tell you precisely. 151,493, so it's about 150k people who have submitted meters to girl at any point. Oh, yeah. It's got a blocky sun here. Now let's start counting from the top. I'm getting everyone's names immortalized. So one thing that's a little bit unfortunate is that because I am the number 2 player, it kind of hides the number 1 player a little bit. I wish there was a way to disable that, but I haven't been able to find any evidence of any way to change that, so that's just a bit of a bummer. So the number 1 player is Naho33. Total meters. Oh god. These numbers are a little bit hard to see. For some reason, even though it's a PlayStation 3 game with a very simple art style, this game renders at 480p. So small numbers are a little hard to read. Looks like 468. If anyone thinks I'm reading these wrong, feel free to let me know. I'm not sure, you might have an even more illegible picture than me though after stream compression. This is what I'm seeing. 468, 104, 806, 967. So that's what? Millions, billions. So 6 trillion is the top score. 6.4 trillion meters. I'll put the little M there. That's fun. And it also tells you their language for some reason. So might as well just log everything that's here. Alright. Number 3 is yours truly. Ben Tetris is my PSN ID. AKA Zen Connection. So I've got 1 trillion. So that's the disparity between 1 and 2. First place and second place. 5 trillion, which is pretty insane. This one was very legible. 100% sure that I got the right number there. 1 trillion, 1.7 trillion. One thing that was cool is that as this game was getting further along, the sort of leaderboard avatar that you get sort of changed. Like, not only does every place have a specific avatar, but every time we unlocked a new planet, a new batch starting at the top was unlocked. So there's a lot of really cool ones, basically. And I'm pretty happy with the one I got as my final one. Pretty funny long-necked dolphin guy. I like it a lot. Okay. Next, we got... Okay, this actually makes the text pretty legible, so I'm gonna stick with this, even though it's not the prettiest overall. Okay, so MK 156-015-701-582. MK 156... Oh, what? Where'd you go? 156-0157-01582. I don't know what this number is. I remember this person was actually number 1 for probably the majority of the game. And I just sort of assumed that they were a bot and that I would never be able to catch up. But lo and behold, I finally caught up. Let's see how much I beat this person by. By not that much compared to the difference between first and second place. Although that was a bit of a unique situation as well. This person was Japanese, I believe. Yeah. Alright. Next is, oops, PZT Unleaded. This person led a pretty sweet effort towards the end to get more people involved. It was really cool. I think she started a a Steam group and did like threads on message boards and stuff. I mean, I did some of that as well, but like for the vast majority of the game, at least as far as I'm aware, most of us were just kind of working by ourselves, like just kind of doing our thing. But towards the end of the game, when we were reaching Pluto, some of the top players started becoming in contact with each other, at least the English-speaking ones. I don't know if maybe the Japanese-speaking ones were already in contact with one another. If so, obviously I'm unaware of that, not speaking Japanese at all. But yeah, as English-speaking ones, we sort of started messaging each other on PlayStation and then sort of sharing our strategies and stuff, and it was fun. Not all of us, just like a few of us. But yeah, I don't know if maybe there are other, like I was saying, little pockets of people sharing strategies, but for the most part, we were all just kind of doing what came naturally to us. CSC Habo 2. Oh, that's a 0, isn't it? Looks like a 0 to me. Yeah, the Lazuwaludo O looks different. Okay. This is 5th place. Oops, I wrote that wrong. So what happens when you're not looking at your keyboard? H. Perfect. $7.99. I mean, these exact numbers are subject to change, but I think, like, you're not going to be moving millions. You're going to be moving maybe 10,000s, maybe if you're really dedicated, hundreds of thousands, but, I mean, there's not really much reason to be doing it at this point since all the context's unlocked. Like, just today I submitted 3,000. Like, if I did that every day, sure, I could make a bit of a dent. Maybe I could even, maybe there could be someone, like, overtaking, depending on how close they are, but for the most part, these gaps here are completely insurmountable. At least so far, what we have. Maybe towards the end of the top 50, we'll be getting ones that are not so insurmountable. We'll see. This person is Japanese. I guess I could be doing multiple of these at a time, since I do have multiple on screen. But at least for the top 10, it'd be nice to take them one at a time. We got here Lazuwaludo. Oops. I cannot type. Lazuwaludo. 6th place, that's correct. 584,824,518,000 on the dot. That's cool. What language do you speak? You speak Japanese. Basically, the trend that you're going to see a lot of is English and Japanese. There may be going to be a couple of other ones. I think maybe there's like a French. I don't know. We'll see if there's what the other language representation is like, but I don't expect there to be too much based on what I recall. There's a lot of players who spoke Japanese and a lot of players who spoke English. Alright, next we got Fixbane. I think Fixbane was one of the ones that we were sort of in contact with towards the end. 402 billion, 443 million, 98,277 meters. The language is English. And in 8th place, we've got Darius Clone. Darius Clone, I believe, if I'm not remembering wrong, was the one who streamed the end of the game when it first happened on Twitch. And we were sort of all the little top Noby Boy players that were, I say top in quotations because this isn't a super skill-based game. We're sort of in contact with each other. We all were in the chat there, and it was definitely the apex of Noby Boy hype. Noby Boy community hype. 746, 589 meters. You are English. Oops, I put 2 A's there because once again, okay, I'm gonna need to like double check every time I write someone's name because I apparently cannot type. Asinoth. I only vaguely remember this name, so I don't think this was one that that we were talking to. 222,855,548,470 meters. English as well. Mao. Yeah, I remember seeing Mao on the daily leaderboards quite a lot. Honestly, all these people, pretty much, I remember seeing on the daily leaderboards. Because it would tell you who submitted the most meters the previous day whenever you logged in. 195 billion, 337 million, 774, 109. I think I said million when I was doing the billions. Sue me. English. Alright, now I think I'll start doing multiple at a time here. since I can do that. I have the power. So this one is Mr. Bunny. I don't remember this one. Mr. Bunny 4137. And then we got Tadanovsky. Tadanovsky, that's a name I remember. I remember seeing that in the daily leaderboards quite a lot. Same with Jojo Bong Bong. That was a very memorable name. Ruler Hoti, that's another one I remember quite vividly. Very cool. 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, they're in the right spots. 164, 209, 306, 926. Oops, shit. Oops. It's weird. Any direction on the right stick pans downwards, and any direction on the left stick pans upwards on the Noby Girl. The controls in this game are super whack. They definitely go by the beat of their own drum, so to say. 153, 308, 033, 630 meters. What's Jojo Bong Bong got? 99, 92, 027, 775. And Ruler Hoti. What? Come back. Okay. Hey, they changed colors. 880, 649. What languages we got here? English, Japanese, English, Japanese. That's fun. Alrighty, let's get the next. Oh, Doom Cabbage. That's another memorable name. Soft Eyes. Man, this is all coming back to me. This was fun. This was a fun little game. I certainly see how it's not everyone's cup of tea. I'm not surprised that it's not a bigger hit or anything. But it was nice. I liked it. Very cozy little experience. 85, 862, 383, 138, 71, 271, 934, 996. This next one I can't read because there's a bunch of numbers overlapping and I can't make that out, and I'm not going to try. So we got English, English, and I see the next one's English too. So, Soft Eyes, what you got? What you got, Soft Eyes? There you go. 61, 314, 929, 695. And while I'm on the screen, I might as well put in the next couple numbers, even if I don't have their names yet. Also, one thing I forgot to do that I was going to do when I started was put on some Noby Boy music, because there is no music during this, and that is not very fun. So let's do that. Just make sure it's on shuffle. Cool. Much better. Much better. Let me know if the volume needs adjustment. It looks pretty low to me. I'm gonna say that's probably better. But yeah, let me know if I'm mistaken. Okay, so we got that 266. Cool. What languages are these two? English and English? Can't tell if that's a capital S. I don't think it is, actually. Nose Troll. What a name. Norcross X. Norcross X. Tears of Ash is next. Interesting. I actually do recall that name. Okay, so we're at Tears of Ash. We have everything for Narcross, right? 49, 11, 9. Yeah. Oops. These controls, man. Okay, Tears of Ash. Swear Fiatly. What a name. Swear Fiatly. And my cat's in the way. What up, buddy? Oh, I'm gonna put you on the floor, buddy. Oh, yeah. Karayaj? Karayaj? A lot of these names, I'm just guessing how they're pronounced. Alrighty. So yeah, we're at 20th place, that's correct. 48, 865, 912, 396. 41, 85, 61, 743. 40, 222, 336, 302. What you got for languages? English, Japanese, Japanese. Oh, I thought that was Xmas power. That would have been a lot cooler. Max power is cool too, I guess. But Xmas power, that would have been gold. Ectomo. Interesting that it's not showing me the next person's name. Wonder what that's about. Oh, well, it's showing me their stuff now. Whatever. 149, 213, 708, 36, 515, 534, 177. English and Japanese. Okay. Capri 1971. And we got Untold Millions. I always really liked that name. I don't know. That's a good one. Especially in the context of Noby Noby Boy. This guy's got untold millions. It's like someone who has those hidden point cards in Catan. You never know how much higher they actually are. Alrighty. It's 25, 26, 27. That's correct. 35, 401, 208, 695 meters. Untold Millions has, well, sorry buddy, we're going to be telling all on your millions here. It's a lot of millions though. You should be proud. Four. Alright, what languages we got here? English, English, Japanese. Alright, we're almost done. The top 30. Next is Pudgy A Go-Go. Actually, you know what? Just 1 second. Can I not? Oh, whatever. I snuck in a bit of Katamari music in here too. Anyways, okay, back to the cataloging. So what do we got? Pudgy A Go-Go. Very cool name. Then we got Eric the Red 136. Then we got SS37 Berkut, I don't know. That's probably a normal word that I'm just not aware of, and I made a fool of myself. That's fine. So 28, 29, 30, that's correct. 29, 668, 445, 910, 29. So this was, like, even this, 71 million. Like, you'd think because they're at the same billions, maybe it'd be possible to catch up. But there's no way this, you can't, you're not going to be able to get 600 million at this point without the multipliers. Because while the game was going, they gradually added higher and higher multipliers that would randomly activate when you submitted your meters. That's how we've achieved numbers this high. Like, I haven't actually stretched 1.7 trillion meters. It's actually some fraction of that had chunks multiplied. And next we got 26, 342, 947, all color change, 282. What do we got for languages? English, English, Japanese. Very cool. Fet bag. I don't know if that means something. It sounds like it should be bleeped. I don't know if that means anything, but it sounds rude. Fet. XXS, XXS. Okay. And Denpa Doke. $31, $32, $33, that is correct. Hello, Leo. You're a very pretty kitty. Are you curious about this Noby voyage? Sorry guys, cat's in the face. Oh, there you go, buddy. Off you go. Alright. We got now 23,880,513,207 meters. 20,234,598,784 meters. 18,430,993,895 meters. English, Japanese, Japanese. Oh, there's nothing above this time. That's funny. There you go. Alright, just making sure I wrote everything here correctly. It looks like it. Tri-weeks. Kurumi Osa. NG5. $17,226,548,435 meters. 16,126,572,150 meters. You've got 15. It's a lot of 5s and 1s. Oh, you broke the streak. English, Japanese, Japanese. Haven't gotten a single non-English or Japanese name yet. Let's see if we get one in the top 50. I'm not actually sure. I thought there would have been at least one other one by now, but I guess not. Okay. Sidhi Requiem. Coming in at number 37. X-Pup PS. Is that a big X or a small X? It's really hard to tell with these letters. Like, this isn't even a font. These are actually little balls that are just like they move around. It's really weird, the text in this game. I think that's a big X. I'm gonna put a big X. Something about it looks large. Oh my god, what is this next name? Hokkaido Uminami, okay. I saw Uka and I thought it was some kind of caveman stuff, but no. Hokkaido Minami. Wait. Oh, this song's like mega quiet. Sorry, we're back. Alright. City Requiem. Number 37, what'd you get? 14,125,631,033. And the X-Pupper. This is what you've got. 324. 12, 605, 575, 812 meters. Okay, let's see what languages we got. English, English, Japanese. Alright. Coming on to the last 10 that we're logging here. Drika. PLD. PLDL. Oh, level 75. Okay, I get it. Paladin, level 75 maybe. Chris, Dad, 1. $12 billion, 30 million, 209,184 units. 11, 132, 615, 411. 10, 978, 987. Isn't that fun? And 299. And what do you have as your languages? Japanese, Japanese, English. I'm really worried for the prospects of getting a non-Japanese and English player in the top 50 at this point. We'll see. The rest of the world's got a little bit of time to catch up. Overt kill. Cerveza Duff. Blank disc, I like that. 43, 44, 45, that's correct. I think the music's fading out. And the music was a lot lower for the other songs, so let me just make sure. Yeah, it's something like that. Okay, so where were we? 368, 118. So those two are pretty close. I wonder if it would be possible for Overkill to overpass. It would take a lot of dedication though, like, you'd have to be doing this like the same way that we were doing it back when it was still active and there was a goal, you know? Anywho, next one. This one's got 799, 803. So we might be getting to placements that are not necessarily 100% set in stone. I'll put a little note here about when the leaderboards are captured, so that that information is clear. English. Oh, here we go. Spanish. Maybe there had to be a Spanish one somewhere. I thought Naho, the number one player, I thought they were Spanish, but they might have English as their default language for games. Alright, so 46 is where we're going now. 46, 47, 48. Oh, we also got a German in here. Hell yeah. Yawa 00, it looks like. It's, well, what the fuck? Game, why would you do this? I can't tell if that's their name. Something like that. It's like O's and zeros. I don't know. I think that's what it is. I think that was my first impression. Let's go with that. If that's not correct, then, well, I'm sorry, Yawa. Blame Keita Takahashi for his weird text. Regardless of the precise spelling of the username, this is precisely the amount of meters. So we got 957, 886, 695. 9,636,388,074 meters. And what are your languages? Japanese, German, and English. Oh, we also got a Russian coming in clutch. Alright, the last two here. So I guess it's every 50 places that they reset. This would have been the number one place at one point. This one that number 51 has. Okay, so let me just double check here. Yeah, Bunny World's here. So Kyodai and Weirdo Parcheesi. What a nice name to end it off on. I love it. Weirdo spelt wrong too. 9,601, or sorry, not 9,000, 9,601,595,307 million. 9,272,754,582 meters. And we got Russian and English. Oh, they have different symbols. I never even noticed because I always saw the same two symbols all the time. Interesting. So what was the Spanish symbol? And German? German's got like the sauerkraut or something. Spanish. Oh, it's got the bull. I don't get what the English one is. A donut? Is the English world known for donuts? Russians got like those little dolls, Matryoshka dolls. Whoa. So back to the front. Got Najo or Naho. Oh my god. Hello. Let's get your number verified because I couldn't see it very well. 468, 104, 806, 967. Okay, I was correct. Beautiful. Alright, well, we got our chart filled out. This is the top 50 Noby Boy players, pretty much set in stone. Like I said, you can affect your thousands, and if you're dedicated, tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands, but looking over this list, I find it hard to see how anyone in this top 50 would ever be overtaking anyone else. I'm looking over it right now to see if there's any like super close ones. 26 and 27. No, that's still hundreds of millions. Like, there's no way. It would have to be maybe in the 40s. Yeah, okay, 44 and 45. 45, that's still 20 million though. Like, I don't know if that's doable. It'd have to be like the same amount of millions too, and I'm not seeing any instances of that. So yeah, I think it's safe to say that these are the top 50 Noby Boy players in perpetuity. We need a reminder of how Noby Noby works. Oh, what? Yeah, let's get a new map here. Yes, move. We're on Pluto, by the way. So basically, this is just like a sandbox. This is more of a toy than a game, other than the sort of collective game that was present while the game was still active, before it was completed at the end of 2015. Sorry, this game is so like normal to me that I almost find it hard to know where to start with explaining this game, because I know it's very not normal. Like, nothing about this game is normal. Even the camera controls are some of the weirdest I've ever experienced. Also, you might be hearing both the game music and the music. If so, I'm sorry about that. Basically, you just kind of eat stuff. Everyone's scared of you. You're kind of a monster. And then you poop it out. Dedicated poop button. It's not dedicated, because these buttons do a whole lot of stuff. It poops and it clenches. And it jumps with your ass. And then the opposite button eats and clenches and jumps with your mouth. But yeah, you can go to... So how it worked was at the start of the game, we could only go to Earth. And so the meters that we stretched were being collectively added together. This is what submitting your meters was for. It made one big community total. And using the real astronomical data, once we made the distance between Earth and the Moon was the first one, and then Mars, etc., etc., we collectively unlocked that as a playground, and each planet has its own sort of elements to it. So it was basically the community coming together and getting more content for the game, and it took several years. 2,489 days, it says, yeah. And that's only with all the multipliers. Who knows? I don't think it would have ever gotten completed if you never implemented multipliers at all. But I do think that the final multiplier they added was overkill, because that made it finished in a day. They made it go from 20,015 to 2,000,015. So it was just over that day. And it would have been over in like a few months if they just left it alone. And so that made it so that the stretch leaderboards for the last two stretches were just the one person. Or I think they're empty. I'm not sure how it decided that. Let me see. Actually, I suppose the stretch leaderboards are something that I can catalog at some point. Where are the stretch leaderboards? It's not in girl rankings. It's over here somewhere, right? This is all the links that I've submitted. So you can see the last day where there was multipliers, and then after that there was no multipliers. These are just when I've logged in just to see what's going on and submitted what I had. But yeah, before that, like I was submitting millions a day. Yeah, my PlayStation was on for quite a while. What the hell? Is my cat like up to some weird shit? I just heard some weird bangs. Boys Who Fed Girl yesterday, 4. Haru Hero Now was our biggest feeder yesterday. So 12 trillion is the total girl length. Hey, 0 meters were eaten yesterday, but 4 people fed her. I wonder, does she not accumulate meters anymore? But it still sort of tells you how many The individual submitted. Interesting. I'll have to check another time to see if that's the same number. I'm gonna write that down. 12 trillion, 348, 609. 364, 031. Girl's length. This isn't pretty like the rest of the graph, but I just wanted to make sure I had that. And then it has my friends. This is my contribution. I have no unreported length. So yeah, there are 858 people in Earth to Moon. No, I was the 858th in Earth to Moon. Moon to Mars. Oh, it's not loading where I am. Was I not? Maybe I didn't submit anything during that stretch. 832 during Mars to Jupiter. 838th in Jupiter to Saturn. So yeah, this is something that I should probably log at some point too. I'll make some graphs for that and do another stream similar to this, I think. 10,000, holy cow. There's where I started taking it seriously, I think. So let me see, how much did I do here? Not much. From 10,000th in one stretch to 3rd in the next stretch. That's pretty good. Second in the next one. PZT in front. Second in the next one as well. Najo in front. And then the next, we just don't have anything because nobody actually submitted anything during these stretches because of the final multiplier, which is a bit of a bummer. Yeah, that's pretty much the long and short of it. If anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Oh, hey, Shuldame. Sorry, I didn't see the messages. I don't know if you're still here. But I'm happy to answer. WTF is this? You are? So this is Noby Boy. Does that answer your question? The sort of impetus of this game was... This is the guy that made Katamari Damacy. I guess you don't know that game either, but you should. Most people know Katamari Damacy, but most people don't know Noby Boy. By most people, I should say most people who know about video games. Not necessarily the general public. Let's see how big I can get here. I'm gonna zoom in instead of being super zoomed out. That's a good plan. Alright, let me know when you're back, Shuldame. I'm just gonna keep eating. Get my Noby Boy bigger. I'll give a demonstration of the kind of strategy that I did to get up to number 2. Basically, my strategy was an idling strategy, so I would... The sort of cliff notes is that I would get as big as possible, because there is a cap to how big you can get, at least seemingly. Maybe there are ways to get bigger than I've ever been aware of, but it seemed to me like there was a cap. And then I would keep loading towns until I got one that was super small, and I would stretch as like absurdly long, so that I would just be constantly respawning, falling, respawning, falling, and it would be constantly stretching my boy without any input on my part at that point. That was my strategy. There were some other strategies that other people had. Like some people would load maps that had large inclines so that their boys would just fall down the inclines. And one thing I did early on was there's some kind of like merry-go-round type things that spawn on some planets, and you can sort of wrap yourself around that. But it was dangerous because they could snap your Noby boy. Yeah, this is New Snake. That's basically what his idea was. He was like, let's try to make Snake on a modern console. But he's also an absolute nutter, so this is how it came out. Basically, you can eat anything as long as you're big enough, and then you can poop it out with the opposite trigger button. So yeah, I just pooped out a building. And yeah, you're basically like terrorizing the townfolk, eating and pooping them out constantly, and they're like screaming and running around. It's a good time. And yeah, so it is quite weird. You don't even have any idea, like the controls are so weird. These camera controls are nuts. I don't even know how to describe them. Like, it requires shoulder buttons and motion controls and the D-pad. It's nuts. This was technically the first generation that ever had motion controls, so I guess because this was like, you know, the PS3, which was also the Wii generation. So I feel a little unrefined. Can I eat the cloud yet? Eventually you can get big enough, or you can eat a cloud. I feel like I should be able to eat this cloud if I can line up my mouth. Let's line up the mouth. Oh yeah, we ate a cloud. That always feels good. Is this on PC? No. Sadly, it is a PlayStation 3 exclusive. And not only is it a PlayStation 3 exclusive, you can't even buy it anymore. For some reason, when the game was finished, they delisted it from the store. So the only way you can get it is through unofficial means. Or if you have a PS3 and someone like game shares it with you, I think that's a way you can get it sort of more legitly. But other than that, you're going to have to try to find it through like emulation or something. I don't even know the state of PS3 emulation. I'm sure it's a lot better now than it was back in the day, but PS3 is a tough system, so I'm sure the support is spotty at best. But yeah, so the sort of idea of this game, the way that it was a game, was, I don't know if you were here during one of my explanations, Shulday, but basically, you were constantly amassing meters as you play. Like, I've amassed about 3,000 meters here. And then I can report that to Girl, who's in space. Right now you can see Girl in the background here, just because we've already beaten the game. But you can go report it to Girl, and she was constantly stretching to the next planet. And so once she reached the next planet, using the real astronomical data, it would unlock that planet for everyone to play on. So we started at Earth, went all the way to the Sun, then wrapped back around to get Mercury and Venus, and finish at Earth, which is why her face is in the background when you're on Earth. Pick a planet, and I'll show you what's on it. Pluto. Alright. One thing I will say though, I have always found that Earth has the largest amount of variety. Like, there's cool stuff on every planet, but I feel like Earth is the one where I can reload it and always get something different, it seems. Whereas you sort of learn the chunks, as it were, to use Spelunky talk for the other ones. So this Pluto town doesn't have that much going on. It's got a couple rotating trees, some windmills. Let's eat the windmill. Oh, there's these guys with huge hats. That's interesting. Can I eat the windmill? Oh, I ate that part of the windmill. Let me see this guy with the hat. Oh, that's not a hat, that's hair. Okay, wait. Can I... Hello? What a guy. So that's, I guess, what Plutonians look like. I think what I would usually do when I was playing this game and I was trying to get as big as possible was I would go to Jupiter. Because it seemed like Jupiter would often have the really large things. Uranus was also one that I remember liking a lot. Uranus has got like these white like faces and body parts that are like super low poly and sort of cool looking. Wow, this Jupiter town has absolutely nothing. It has a mushroom, that's all. Okay, let's load a new Jupiter town. Oh my god. Everything's in the way. Okay. Let's I guess just like in Original Snake, your tail can get in the way. It just won't kill you. Oh my god. Okay, can I get in the house? Yes. New map. Yes, move. Wait, oh. I clicked no move. Yes, move. What did I say wrong? I'm sure I did. Also, another cute little thing about this game, you'll see how my house has like this, like pigtail hair. The top of the house is like randomly generated when you start the game. It can be lots of different things. Uranus, those are both correct. What up, Jim? Talking Noby boy, trying to get Shuladame up to speed. Alright, yeah, this is sort of the type of thing I was talking about where you could like wrap yourself around it in order to accrue meters, but it was dangerous because your Noby boy could snap and then you could end up not accruing meters. Oh my god. I guess I don't need to be super stretched out. Let's contract ourselves a bit. That's a more reasonable size, I'd say. Rope. Like, I'm pretty sure you can get big enough to eat those giant mobiles. I'm not big enough now. Oh, I am big enough now. Very cool. So the bigger stuff you eat, the faster you grow. I might be pretty close to max size at this point if I can eat those mobiles. Although I think these are the smaller mobiles. I think there's even larger ones too. Jewel is a dirty boy. Is that true? I mean, I knew that, but what made you aware of that? Was he saying bonk-worthy things in your chat? Actually, I want to eat one of these clouds. Eating clouds is fun. Oh my good god, it's hard to play this game. I'm sure the controls being an absolute monster played a big part in why this game is not more popular. But it's fun to sort of wrangle your way around them. Oh my god, I just want to eat the cloud, please. Yes! Alright, now let's go to... I want to check out Uranus. In Discord, Twiggle started it. A certain event that was not to be talked about. Okay, you can't say this stuff without being a bit more specific. Okay. I want to check out Uranus. It's a natural human feeling to have. This place has pandas, devils, pegasuses, penguins, friggin' those things, like tractor type things, UFOs with hooks. Oh, it's got one of these heads. I love this game, it's so dumb. Let's see what else we got in this place. Peggy? What was there pet and Gee in there as well? It was like random syllables, and Noby Boy will actually say the syllable when he shits it out. He'll also just say the name, like if it's not a syllable, he'll just say whatever it is called in Japanese as he poops it out. Let's eat this whole forest. Peggy 18. Oh, this game's E for everyone. I imagine. There's cannons and helicopters and stuff. I want to eat the big cube man. I think I just have to be in the air a little bit so that the center of my mouth is at his like center of gravity, whatever. Yep. There you go. Yeah, I feel like I'm already pretty close to maxed out size. It's really hard to tell though. Sometimes you're just missing something at the next size for you to be able to get stuff even bigger, you know? I am eating Uranus pretty aggressively right here. I will say that. Oh, I think I can eat these things. These individual pillar pieces. Yeah. Basically what this game is about, it's like eating stuff and like also wrapping around stuff is fun and satisfying. Like some places, I don't know if this place doesn't even have any clouds. Some places have like giant ring clouds and you can wrap yourself around those and it's fun. Holy shit. Saturn, maybe Saturn's the place with the ring clouds. Certainly would be appropriate. Oh, there it is. Alright, this is actually the kind of place, this is exactly what I would do when I was farming the game. So I would get as big as I can, then come to a place like this that's super small. And then what I would do is I would just stretch and stretch and stretch. This is gonna take a minute. We're gonna stretch so far that we're gonna see the whole planet, but it's okay. Eventually we'll be poking out the sides of the planet. Yeah, I love the music in this game. The music in this game got a bit of a bad rap because the music in Katamari is like literally chef's kiss, the best friggin' music of all time. So the music in this game couldn't really live up. Plus it's a bit more like meandering, a bit less melodic, but I like it. Yeah, I'm stretching out Uranus. Well no, this is Saturn, sadly. Oh yeah, you can see me on the left there. I'm starting to poke out. Trying to jump a little bit so I'm not falling down. Alright, is that about as far as I'm going to stretch? I don't seem to be stretching farther. Alright, well, this is what I would do. Basically, I would just be constantly respawning, which would be constantly giving me meters. You'll see. It's not like a super fast rate or anything, but you'll see as I'm falling, I'm just getting meters. And that was my basic strategy. I would just leave my PS3 on for weeks at a time doing this. Starting to poke out. A little bit of a NOBY slip there. Don't look now, your snake's showing. But yeah, so that's what I did. And that's how it worked. That's how I got to be the number 2 player with 1.7 trillion meters. Now let's see how much of this monstrosity I can wrap around the that ring. Oh my god, I've literally fallen down to the bottom. Okay, it's gonna be hard to have it. Oh my god, I don't even know if I'll be able to control myself until I'm already respawning. Okay, I can. Okay, let's wrap ourselves around this ring. Like our life depends on it. Okay. Oh my god, no camera, please. Okay. Okay, I have to be able to like sort of swing my head without actually falling back off. Okay. We're good. Okay. No, what? The force was too strong? Okay, the force wasn't too strong this time. This is very much a make your own goals kind of game, as you can tell, which is cool. I'm into that. You could say the same about Spelunky and Monster Hunter, for example, although those two are obviously significantly more structured and game-like. Yeah, I don't know if I can do this. I think my tail is just too long. It's constantly pulling me at just too much of a... Let's see if I can work on my ass now. Yeah, I said that. Can I... Okay. Where is my ass? Okay. Let's... It's hard because once you start controlling your ass, the camera like moves away from your head. So it's hard to control both at once with such a long snake. Can you tie knots in yourself? I believe you can. That might be one of the ways to... Let's just contract this monster. That might be one of the ways to cut yourself in half. That's right, Julian. That's right, Jewel. Yo, you haven't heard nothing yet, Shuldame. This is my favorite sentence that only applies to this game. This is the only game where you can play 2 players, both cut yourselves in half, eat each other's ass, and then both be controlling half of 2 characters at the same time. This game is a miracle for that alone. That's why I'm proud to be able to say that I'm the number 2 Noby Boy player in the world. Forever. Okay, let me see if I can tie myself in a knot and if that will cause me to snap in half. Oh my god, this is not easy on a place with no platform. Let's load some land. Let's load some land. Disco ball. Oh my god, please. There you go. Number 2, baby. Hell yeah. The number poo. That actually does make me feel better about being number 2 instead of number 1. Not that I ever minded, but that's a good way to look at it. Thank you, Shilladame. So I guess Saturn is the friggin' disco planet. Holy shit. Okay, let's... How do knots work? Okay. No. Oh my frickin' god. Okay. Moving one side moves the other. That's the difficult part. Okay. We're good? Okay, now move the ass. Holy shit, that launched to the stratosphere. Okay. I wonder if different planets have like different gravity for jumping. I never noticed that, but I wouldn't put it past this game. It's got lots of weird details. Okay. Oh, this is looking good. Oh, wait, no. Okay. This is almost a knot. No. Oh my god. This is a nightmare. Can my butt eat? No, but my butt can poop. Here, I'll eat something and then I'll poop it. And it fucking launches the shit when it poops, if you like manually poop it. Oh, that one didn't go that far. Okay, how do we get this knot going? Oh, oh, oh. Yeah, it might need to be a bit longer, actually. I didn't think I'd need to be this long to tie a knot, but I think with the physics, I need sort of ample room. Oh, can I? Let me in. Let me in. Oh my god. It's so difficult, you guys. Holy shit. Oh yeah, I might be able to snap myself with these two thingies, actually. If I get between... If I get in the, like, middle of that Venn diagram, maybe it'll snap me. I'm too late. Actually, this might help me tie a knot, now that I think about it. Ooh. Okay, okay, this is good. Let's... I think we can stretch while in crazy tangles like this. No? Won't stretch longer? Take a dump. A funky dump. Okay, okay. I think we're knotted. Maybe. With all this other nonsense. One thing you can also do with this game is literally just leave it as a screensaver. Like, it's kind of a funny thing to just have on your TV. True. Hey man, it's Corona times. I don't remember how to do any of that. It's been 2,000 years. Oh, I don't think I'm knotted anymore. Yeah. Burb. Let's see what other planets there are. If you're still here, Jewel, you want to request a planet? We got all of these beautiful planets and a single moon to choose from. Most knots tied record. I mean, I don't think that anyone has logged a score for that. The sun, let's do it. I see, it's like a savanna. That's the sort of idea for the sun. What's the sun of the sun look like? It is... oh my god, I can't see. It's like a lion, I guess. That makes sense. Old lion. What is this? Is this... Oh, it's like a guy holding like a bottle or something. Yeah, okay. Those things happen sometimes. Yeah, that makes sense that it would be like a savannah beach town. Actually, yeah, maybe it's more of a beach than a savannah, now that I think about it. It could be both. You were also gonna say the sun? Hell yeah. Okay, maybe I'll stop being so large. One thing you can also do is you can shrink your parts like independently. Like I could shrink just my face and have a huge ass. Wait, how does the shrinking work? I thought it was hold the button. I guess it's not. Or hold the stick. Yeah, it is. Okay. Look at that. Got some junk in the trunk for sure. He's thick. So now I'm not big enough to eat one of these trees anymore, but I can still eat the people. I'm still here for the people. I can eat poo and meat. Shrink my parts independently. I'm liking all these quotes being written in chat. You're right, this is gold talking about this game. And this game just brings me such smiles. It's such a ridiculous game. Also, I don't know if you guys are aware, but I also commissioned at one point a custom Noby Noby Boy scarf. On my video where I unboxed the PS5, you can see it on my couch. I'll put a little link here in chat. But yeah, I have worn the Noby Boy scarf out once or twice. It was never my standard outdoors attire though, for reasons that I'm sure are clear to everyone. Yeah, this is definitely a beach, more so than a savannah, I think. Although I don't know why these little half cylinders are about half pipes. Let's see what else we can get on the sun. You were wondering what it was? You had noticed it at the time? That's funny. Yep. I sent the person, or I gave the person a USB full of like in-game screenshots that I'd taken as reference. I'm sure they thought it was quite funny. Come on, give me a level with more stuff going on. Also, that egg person was terrifying that we saw momentarily. That was actually the stuff of nightmares. Can you show us the big butt again? Hell yeah. What is that in the middle? Is that a giant dude? Okay. I should still have my big butt. Oh yeah, I still got the booty. That dude is a giant. Can I eat him like piece by piece? I might not be big enough to eat his torso or his trunk sphere. Whatever you want to call that. His junk, I guess, might be the easiest way to refer to that. Yeah, I think I can eat his like arms and legs right now, but not anything else. Hey, Light. Hey, Dumpster Shark, what's up? Welcome to Noby Noby Boy. I'm sure you have 0 questions, and you're perfectly comfortable and at home with what you're witnessing. I want to eat the large sun man. I'm gonna have to get myself big again to do that. Let's just eat a bunch of people. Can I eat this treetop? Yes, good. How are you guys doing tonight? As you can see by everything other than the gameplay, I had finished logging the top 50 players of the game. Ben Tetris #2, that's my PSN username. That's me. Gimme. I want eat thing. Can I eat the clouds? I don't know if I'm big enough to eat a cloud yet. Probably not, but maybe. It's always hard to get your mouth on the center of gravity of the cloud. Sometimes it's easier to come from the bottom. Oh my good god. Oops. It's just hard to line yourself up that way. Oh, no. I guess I'm not big enough to eat it. That's great. Okay, let's try to keep this on us. Let's see if we can get all the clouds on us. Let's see it. I don't know if I can because I think I'm... Wait, let me start shitting stuff out. Okay, there you go. I made myself thinner. I should be able to get through this one as well. Alright, am I getting out of here? You've got to go. Sounds good, Shula Dame. I'm glad that you got some laughs out of this, and I really appreciate you hanging out. And I'll see you soon, I'm sure. Oh, you played this back in the day? Dumpster Shark? That's awesome. So you actually do know what's going on. I wonder how much you'd submitted to the... Did you submit any meters? Do you know? Oh, you're going back to lurking? No worries. Oh wait, is my ass in it anymore? No, it's not in it. My ass isn't in the game anymore. I love this game. You never did? You earned the trophies and pieced out? Ah, I'd love to see where you were on the leaderboards. I mean, you still can get yourself on the leaderboards. You're just gonna be like 150,000th. Because they are still accepting meters. It's just that since there's no multipliers anymore, like for these top like 50, probably even 100 places, like there's no way anyone's overtaking anyone. Because they used to multiply the meters that you submitted, whereas now it doesn't. So like I can get thousands, but thousands isn't going to do anything, right? Like right now I have what, 14,000. If I was dedicated, like I've said earlier in the stream, if I was dedicated, I could maybe get hundreds of thousands. So I suppose that could lead to millions, but it would take a long time without multipliers. But maybe someone will do it. I love the ass stuck in the cloud. That's all lumpy. Lumpy ass cloud. But yeah, to prove it, I'll prove that I'm right next to #1 here. Ben Tetris, #2. 1.7 trillion meters. Wait, what? How did I get all the way back there? Oh, I guess the more you zoom out, the faster it scrolls. That's cool. I wonder, do you see it wrap around the other planets? I feel like you probably do, actually. I wonder how far I'll have to go back to see that, though. Oh my god, the camera's so hard to control. Especially when you're holding one of the sticks. Wait. Oh my god. There you go. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to get a view of. I just want to keep going until we wrap around the planet. Because I'm 90% sure that it actually like shows it wrapping around every planet. And this is the vastness of space, by the way. See, what number are we at? We're at 400 or 47,000. Okay. Wait, there's no way that it has. Wait, was that something? Oh, wait, that was one of the people. I want to see the large person. Oh. Okay, let's go closer. That's probably better. It's got a Pac-Man head. Look at that. Because this game was made by Namco. That's cute. That's the 50,000th person. Flay 7. Anyways, I don't know if we're gonna be able to see wrapping around a planet. This is... Also, if that's already 50k and we haven't even gotten to the first planet and there's only 150k, then there's no way that we're gonna see all the planets. Anyways. Let's see what other planets we got. Any other planet requests? Post them in chat. The first one that I haven't already done today, I will go to. I'm going to Earth, because no one's saying nothing. And Earth's got the most variety from my experience. Well, this town sucks. But on Earth, unlike other ones, I feel like you can reload and like always get new stuff. Like you still get some new stuff in the other places. I'm sure there's lots of things I still haven't seen in this game on various planets, but I feel like this one had like the most breadth of content, which makes sense because this was the content that was available out the box and the rest was all unlocked piecemeal. Yeah, see, like now I've got these pyramid blocks, submarines and stuff. Completely different color ground. I wish I could demo the 2 players getting snapped in half and then eating each other's asses, but it's hard to find a situation to snap yourself in half on purpose. Actually, this thing might be able to do it. I like wrap myself all around this, maybe it'll crush me. It might be too big though, I don't know. I don't really know how a lot of the things in this game work, even though I'm the number 2 player. And I probably have more knowledge than, you know, quite a large majority of people. There's still a lot about this game that's a mystery to me. Snap me. I dare you. I don't know if this will snap me. I don't think it will. What did Neptune have? I don't have a memory of what Neptune had going on. We saw that Saturn was the disco planet. Uranus has those like cool white body parts sticking around everywhere. Oh, this is a farming zone. It's a farming zone. This is where I would go to farm. If you weren't here when I was explaining it earlier, basically the strategy was to get, at least the strategy that I used, which was obviously pretty effective because I'm number 2 player, was to get as big as possible and then load a zone like this and get as long as possible. And then just let yourself fall infinitely, so you'd be constantly accruing meters. You'd just fall down, respawn, and you'd be getting meters. And I would just leave my PlayStation on for weeks at a time, just doing that and submitting the meters every once in a while. That was what top level Noby Noby Boy play looked like. But some other people had some different strategies. Like some people liked to load a zone that had a very steep incline, which basically achieved the same thing. When you respawn, you fall off. You respawn, you fall off. So it is possible to get trapped. Like sometimes I would come back home from work or something, check my game, and I would be like perfectly still, like perfectly balanced on top with both my Noby Boy, the head and the butt on either side. So that does happen occasionally, but I felt like it was more reliable, at least in my experience, this strategy than other ones, because other ones you could get your Noby Boy snapped, or you get yourself just stuck somewhere. Like I feel like this one is more sort of consistent over time. At least that was the experience I had. Yeah, it was this sort of thing, except much longer. Like I would get so long that you would see the outside while I was stretching. Is that a monkey at the top of Neptune? Oh yeah, I think Neptune was like a very Japanese focused place. That lantern thing is making me remember, jogging my memory a bit. Oh, it's got fish. Fish are kind of Japanese. All fish are Japanese, you heard it here first. But I mean, they're obviously a big fishing culture. There. As there is here in Canada. But I'd say maybe even to a larger extent in Japan. Your phone's about to die, so you'll catch me later. Sounds good, Jewel. Appreciate the chillage. Not sure how much longer I'll be streaming. I'll send you a text afterwards. I'm just kind of messing around as long as it's still fun. Yeah, it's got bowls and stuff. I don't even know what to call this place. I guess it's kind of Japanese. I mean, this didn't really load that many new objects for us to assess here, but yeah. What's this song? I don't recognize this song. Oh, the theme of Noby Noby Girl. Interesting. I wonder if it changes at any point. Let's see what else we got. I feel like I probably haven't seen Mercury and Venus very much. I bet Venus is like solid gold based on that image. Also, another cute touch is the hair on top of my house. That's different every time you load the game. Yeah, everything's gold here. I love this place. Oh man, look at those gold donut clouds. I want to eat one of those. There you go, I did it. Is that a golden elephant? Yo, Jewel, where's your elephant? Oh, he's gone. Your elephant's right here. Man, I love this place. This place is awesome. I want eat thing. I want eat thing. Let eat thing. Am I not big enough for the tree? Maybe I'm not. Can I eat elephant thing? Yeah. I want eat tree. There you go. Let's load another Venus location. This place is pretty small. Not a whole lot going on. It's nuts that it was over 5 years ago that we beat this game. It doesn't feel like that long ago. And like even today, like the fact that I'm doing this is because no one's really written this stuff down anywhere. Like once the servers are gone, this information is going to be gone, you know? This place is cool. Look at all these friggin' hills. It's got these big guys swinging their arms around like that episode of The Simpsons. Oh fuck this song. I think I'm gonna skip this song. This song doesn't get any less flutish than it is right now. Oh, ocarina, sorry. There you go. Oh, there's a Katamari here. Look at that. Oh, Katamari. Golden Katamari. Actually, the little avatars that the final that we've got kind of resemble the aesthetic of this place. I guess that's sort of what they're going for. Oh my god. This place is crazy. Wait, do they get pooped out and not gold? Or did I just... Oh my god, there's a giant poop. Giant golden poop, gimme. It's crazy that this game runs at 480p on a PlayStation 3 with graphics like this, and it still lags. Some about this guy's games just don't run well at all. And yet, they are still super enjoyable. Okay, where's the big golden poo? That's what I was trying to eat. Okay, no things stay gold when they get pooped out. Okay. I'm tripping. There it is. Give me that poo-poo. Or at least let me eat you. Okay. Poo-poo. Let me eat it. No! Oh, Cowboy Raffle, thank you for the raid. We're doing some absolute nonsense here, as you might be able to tell. Were you playing some Spelunky? How are your runs going? Welcome, people. I want to get a big poo-poo to eat. Where is the big poo-poo at? Oh, there, he's swinging the big poo-poo over there. Big golden poo. Let me eat it. It must not be big enough. I have to get bigger. Maybe I'm just not at the center of gravity. No, I must have been at least at one point there. Gotta eat some stuff first. Some Pokemon and Overwatch. Very cool. Which Pokemon game are you playing? I know more about Pokemon than Overwatch, which is why I'm asking about that one. But how is your Overwatch games too? Obviously, are you kicking ass? All right, am I big enough to eat poop yet? Please. I have one goal in life, and that is to eat golden giant poo. God, this game is lagging so hard. Yes! I've done it. Now can I eat this giant golden man? I can eat his arms. And his legs, I'm sure. You clearly skip leg day. You're doing a Soul Link in Pokemon Black, which is pretty hard for a Pokemon new. What is a Soul Link? This is not something that I'm familiar with. Is this the, like, hard mode thing that they had in Black and White? Or was that Black 2 and White 2 that they had that? I think that was Black 2 and White 2. I could be misremembering. Alright, well I ate the poop. Let's check out another planet. Yeah, tell me more about this Soul Link. I'm very curious. Let's check out Mercury. That's another one that I haven't seen too much since it was one of the last ones unlocked. Also, if anyone... I didn't actually explain this at all. If anyone's not familiar with this, this is Noby Noby Boy. This is a game by the creator of Katamari Damacy. A bro and I are playing together, and we got some challenges, like if a Pokemon dies, it's out of the game. Okay, so like sort of Nuzlocke style. Okay. Yeah, so it sounds like a Nuzlocke. Or at least a Nuzlocke is a component of it. As you said, some challenges. Whoa, this place is fucking rad. What the fuck? I don't know if I've ever seen this before. I might have like saved this for a rainy day. What the fuck? I love this place. I'm in love. I'm now going to eat everything and then poop it out. Yeah, so this is by the same guy. This one's much more of a toy than a game, as I'm sure you can probably tell. So it never became as much of a hit as Katamari, and I mean, with good reason. I mean, I love both, but Katamari is more of a game, and it's got a lot more to it. The sort of real interesting thing about Noby Boy was the way content was unlocked. So, at the start of the game, the only planet we had access to was Earth when the game launched. And as you play the game, your Noby Boy stretches, and it counts how many meters your Noby Boy stretches for. So right now I have 18,000 meters accumulated, just right now. So what you could do with that is you could go send it to Girl, who is floating in space. And Girl's total meters was the sum of all the meters anyone has ever submitted to her. So it was sort of like a community goal to get her as long as possible. And how it worked was that she was stretching through space towards the next planet. And once she got to the next planet, using the real astronomical data, once she got to the next planet, it unlocked that planet for everyone to play on, with all of its like various things. Like every planet has its own sort of assets and peculiarities. I love the cube, the like 2D cube image being what you see when you make little steps. That's amazing. Yeah, and it kept track of how many meters everyone submitted, which it had a leaderboard for, and that was the primary purpose of this stream, was to document the top 50 in the leaderboard, since who knows how long the servers are going to still be up. I mean, the game's been delisted for years at this point, and they almost just took down the PS Store outright for PS3, but they reversed the decision, so it really could be any day that they take this down. Yeah, it is a really cool idea. I think so too. Can I eat this like one ring at a time, or is this... Oh, okay, it's got like a collection of chunks. Can I eat the bottom part, is the question. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting pretty big here. So I was able to get myself to the number 2 spot in the leaderboard. That feels pretty damn good. My PS3 was on for an ungodly amount of time. I really wish it logged how long you spent in each PS3 game. On PS5 you can see your totals for PS4 games, but you can't see for anything before that. I guess it wasn't tracking. But I would love to know how long this game was on. It would be an absolutely disgusting amount of hours. I would leave this on for weeks at a time, accruing meters. Shout out to my parents for paying that electricity bill, because that was when I was living at home. I don't think the PS3 was the most energy efficient machine either. Man, I actually really love Mercury. I wasn't expecting this based on the little image. Like, you know, the golden image for Venus made it pretty clear what I was gonna get into on Venus. So I just saw a gray rock. I wasn't expecting much. I love the aesthetic of the stuff here. And the purple ground. Oh, it's beautiful. So yeah, this is a fun game to play when you just want to fuck around. Like, it's very much a make your own goal kind of game, especially now that that there's no overarching goal. Look at this little fucking one limb friggin' guy. It's got a little satchel. This game is awesome. Oh, playing the violin. Very nice. Why are you so angry when you're playing that violin? It's not the emotion I normally associate with that instrument. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, it's really nice when you're, I mean, I did this on 420 for a reason. Let's just extrapolate from there. What a great planet. I love the houses too, those color shifting gradient isosceles pyramids. What a ridiculous game. Yeah, you can do all sorts of fun stuff, like just get yourself as big as possible, eat. Just if you see something and you're like, I want to eat that. Like, I love eating clouds. Getting big enough to eat a cloud always feels good, because when you first start the game, you always go back to, like, standard size. I'll make myself small. Oh, look at that, I've got a big head and a small ass. Earlier I had demonstrated the reverse, where I had a dump truck. Now I'm just a big Poindexter. It's like that, where do you go to the gym? The library. That picture. I'm still big enough for the tree, that's funny. I guess the head is all that matters for size for eating. That makes sense. Your ass is just gonna get torn apart, I guess, by the big stuff. Yeah, I mean, yeah, no, I think it's a little bit gauche to smoke up on cam. But I mean, I'm in Canada, so it'd be perfectly legal for me to take a break and go have a little sesh. But yeah, I think it's probably against Twitch guidelines for me to encourage any of that from anyone else, since it's not legal everywhere. Yet. Speaking of things not legal yet, there are also other ways to enjoy this game that are very nice because, like I said, the game has no goals, so there's like no stress playing this game, you know? You're just in here, you're just fucking around. It's a good time. What's Mars got going on? I feel like I haven't been on Mars in a while. What is that arch? That loop-de-loop arch? That's so wacky. Oh, I love how I friggin' went through it too. I love that. What? Yeah. It's always random what colors you get. Sometimes it's two tones, sometimes it's like super multi-tone, sometimes it's just one tone. Can I eat this giant archway? Probably not yet. Probably have to be bigger. Whoa, it looked like it almost let me. Yeah, it's a cool game, and it's like arguably lost media now since it's no longer purchasable. But I mean, I guess that's probably a bit dramatic. It's on my PlayStation right now. I'm sure lots of people have it. I'm sure there are places you can acquire it that aren't Sony's store. I just can't really confirm myself since I've not investigated that. But sometime in the future, that will be the necessary way to play this game, I would imagine. It would be cool if they port it to some future console at some point. Even just PS5, if they made it backwards compatible with PS3, would be amazing. They could make this available again in my ideal dream scenario. Whoa, look at all these shapes. I didn't notice this thing. I want to eat that friggin' dodecahedron. Give me that. the dodecahedron. Give me that D20. Roll for indigestion. And there it goes. What else can I show off? There's also a cool mini game. Wait, that's not it. You could send messages in the game. Oh, I can write on boy. Oh, this I should have had this as a redeem reward all stream. Alright, now it should say poopy boy on him. Hell yeah. This game is so dumb. What else is there? Yeah, you can select the music here. Also, all the time when you have this fairy, you can change the color of the dialogue and the size of the fairy. So that's fun. Adjust volume of your fart. Adjust volume of sound effects and music. This was a full price... No, this was not a full price title. I believe this was a $5 game, even back when it launched. Pretty sure it was $5. Definitely not even approaching a full price game. I like Uranus. Uranus has got lots of cool stuff going on. There's a lot of houses in this Uranus town. Oh, there's a cow. Yeah, like black and white and rainbow at the same time. It's kind of the aesthetic of this place, and I like it. And the camera controls in this are actually nuts. You have to like hold the L and R buttons. Like holding L does zoom in, zoom out with motion controls. Holding R does... Wait, holding L and R, you can like motion control all around. And then holding L and D-pad changes the focus along your boy. It's just absolutely nuts wrangling your way around this game. But it is pretty satisfying once you can like semi-reliably get your boy to do what you want. Eating clouds and stuff. Feels good. Let me eat you from the top. Ooh, nope, definitely won't with my tail dragging me down. Let me eat you from the bottom. Yeah, I want to eat the hearts. Heart clouds. Oh, almost. Yeah. You can definitely see how it's like similar to Noby Boy, but also different. It's got the same sort of getting bigger mechanic, but now it goes both ways. You can get bigger and smaller. There's multiple ways you can get big and get long, or you can get girthy. And you're just kind of terrorizing the town folk in both games, and yet it's a super happy vibe. Very much like this game, and I hope that one day it becomes more widely available again, so that people who have not already bought it can have fun with it. Because that's what it's all about, you know? Yeah, the terror and happiness combo. Yeah. Oh, so this is like one of the super slanted areas. This is one of the areas that some of the other top Noby Boy players would sometimes would blah. What am I trying to say? I'm trying to speak and like use these ungodly controls at the same time. They would use super slanted zones for their meter farming. So they'd basically be able to, although maybe they would prefer to have the house at the top of the slant rather than at the bottom of the slant. That'd probably make more sense. Either way, it's just a way to have yourself be constantly falling and respawning. My strategy would be to just load a zone that's like super small, but it had its own downsides as well. Oh man, these giant checkerboard clouds. Okay, now I've given myself a goal here. I'm gonna try to get through all the holes, all 9 holes in that checkerboard cloud at once. I'm gonna have to get longer for that. Okay, let's see if I can manage this. Oops. There's too many like other clouds in the way. Can't see. Okay, made it through one hole. So weave our way through here. Oh my good god. Okay, let's try going a different direction maybe. I don't want to skip holes because I don't want to block myself from getting through. Can I? This is tough. How do I get myself to go down? It's like no matter what, I'm gonna start climbing it. Oh, wait. There you go. You can do stuff like that. Like, this is the kind of stuff that you do in this game. You find something you want to wrap yourself around, and then you wrap around it. Okay, I'm gonna need to be way longer if I want to do this, I think. Stretch without getting myself loose. Okay, cool. Also, your controller is kind of cut in half for this game. Your left side controls your face and your right side controls your ass. It's a great game. Any game that can say that is pretty great. Also, my favorite sentence, I said this earlier, but I think it was before the raid. My favorite sentence that you can only say about this game is that you can play with a friend, both cut yourselves in half, eat each other's ass, and then you're both controlling half of 2 characters simultaneously. It's just an absolute miracle of a game. And I think it should be celebrated. Let me go down. Okay, now I have to go out and fall off. Come back up. Oh my god. There's other clouds in the way. Okay, we're good. We're doing this. We're doing this. I think I need to get myself quite a bit longer. I think I'm already kind of reaching the limits of what I can wrap around at this length. Can I stretch without getting loose? I don't think I can. Well, let's see what I can do at this length. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get myself, Okay, oh, I actually made it through without having to go around. Love it. No, yeah, see, I'm starting to, doesn't seem like I can stretch myself out. I don't really know what the rules are here. Like why I can't stretch myself out anymore. So when I let go, I contract quite a bit, yeah. Is that little dude riding me? Yeah, that's another thing. Things can like ride each other, and things can ride you, and things can ride each other riding you, and they just kind of come along for the ride. It's a good time. Until they get shoved off like that guy just did. There's so many freaking clouds here. This is an absurd amount of clouds. You definitely need to get more games where you can eat your friends' asses, right? That's what I'm talking about. Can't think of a single other game where you can do that. Maybe one exists. Eat the random world leg there. Alright. I think that's about gonna wrap it up for the stream. We have cataloged and documented the top 50 Noby Boy players of all time. The specific numbers might change over time, but I don't expect that this order will ever be disrupted. The numbers are just too vast in between. I'm going to be putting this up on a Google Doc so that is visible to everyone. I'm going to make it not be L-shaped. I'm going to make it be like straight down so that it's accessible to anyone. I'm going to also put up an edited version of this stream, and maybe even the full stream, on my YouTube at some point, so feel free to check that out when it happens. It's basically just so that this information would be out there, you know. I wanted someone to be documenting this before it got taken down. Thanks.